Paladin, because if I try to search further or add more terms in my Google search, Paladin is one of the first ones.
I have a green dragonborn sorcerer.
Cool.
He was the inspiration for this campaign, so I won't tell you about him, so I won't spoil anything yet.
Very well.
Oh, you lizards.
It's also going to take me a bit to recognize your voices so they know who the heck is talking for what character. Alright, that's 2 of you with a character token. This leaves 1. Or 3
got
of
a
you,
picture.
that leaves 1.
I just need a token now.
Need to grab my hand-drawn map. I forgot where a few of these monsters were placed.
Oh my god. Just tried out my mace and I rolled a natural 20.
Well, that's a waste. Such a shame.
Indeed it is. What a waste of luck.
No, that wasn't a 20, that was a... Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong thing. That is a 20. Wah wah.
I think it's just... Whenever the number is green, it's a natural 20, so...
Yeah. Of course, in that case, you would take the first roll, so... Yeah. The 2 rolls are for advantage and disadvantage. Just realized something about this map. I'll have to keep that in mind when I design more dungeons in the future. Whoops. It'll become evident in a few fights. We're also still missing Taco in the voice chat.
So, while we're waiting, what have you guys been playing recently, video games-wise?
Shadow of Mordor, The Phantom Pain, Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth.
I've been playing mainly Overwatch since yesterday.
That's a fun game.
Yeah, it really is, wow. My favorite characters right now are probably Lucio and Junkrat.
Yeah, I just consider it a beefed up version of TF2. I call it Uberwatch.
Well, I mean, technically, it kind of is, but I personally find it more fun than TF2.
Yeah, it's probably just because I prefer games with more of a story, rather than games specifically for the purpose of just, like, playing against each other. Like, what happened to Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Especially since Overwatch had a ton of potential and was kind of played up as having a story.
Well, they've got these little animated shorts and these comics you can read on the Blizzard website, but...
Yeah, but you have to go out of your way, and it's not actually part of the game proper.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Plus, it's exactly what TF2 did.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got the map pretty much done.
I can put all my story and background info in there later, probably.
I'm actually streaming this as we wait. It'll be amusing if I actually end up getting watchers watching our, downtime. Especially since I can't actually watch the stream at the moment to make sure everything is going alright. I can only watch the, broadcast and recording software. I can't even see a chat.
I'm gonna go to the stream right now, so...
Alright, just be careful with the sound or use headphones so it doesn't get into the mic.
I'm using headphones anyway, so...
Alright. Oh wait, no, apparently Taco's in a Civ game. That might take a while.
Yeah, he hasn't transferred his character over yet. But no worries.
Yeah, from experience, he may be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Civ is a really long game. Wow.
The
Fun,
quick
though.
mode in Civilization 5 is anything but. I am hesitant to see the other modes.
You want to know something? Before I discovered quick mode, I always played normal mode. So my games took like 6 to 7 hours.
That is half of how long my quick games take.
Really? Wow.
I played a long game. I don't usually go to war. I managed to... I managed... Sorry, you.
I don't usually either, but the thing is, like, most of the time, near end game, it's just like click one thing and turn and turn and turn, and nothing really happens. So that's why the end game really goes quickly for me.
I tend to have a lot of units, or produce a bunch of units, or just have to handle production, so it takes a while. I actually managed to get a diplomatic victory with the Huns.
Wow.
I'm just like,
That's,
how did I do this? This is the
That's
opposite
not
of what they
very
do?
accurate.
Well, it was a form of diplomacy.
I guess so.
Currently, I'm trying out deity mode with, Venice. Since allegedly you can get a diplomatic victory fairly easy, or a cultural victory with them, but...
Yo, what's up?
Alright.
Hello. Yay, we have all 4 people now. Alright, just to check to make sure everyone's here.
Hello.
Hi.
Alright.
And hello. Voice is breaking up and I got nothing from Taco. This might be annoying. But, we'll make it work.
You didn't get anything from me?
I got that, but I didn't get your hello. It just kinda showed up instead of having you say it. Which is odd.
Gotcha. So how do I get a character into Roll20?
Click on the 3rd tab in the top right. It looks like a newspaper. Click any of the characters that don't have a picture and then go from there.
For spells and things, is it fine if we just put the name and then just kind of look at other source instead of copying all the information in?
Yeah, or you can I plan to have you type what you say and possibly say what you do for the sake of viewers and whatnot. You don't have to, like, actually program the spells into Roll20.
Okay, great. Yeah.
That reminds me, though, I need to pull up the monster manual.
You use that for things.
What? That came out extremely cracked. Alright, could you say that again, then?
I just linked it in there, but I was just wondering if any of you guys use this website. I pretty much use it for all my spells and everything as like a quick reference.
Haven't used it before, or no. I use the actual spell book since I have a bunch of digital copies. There's one website, but I haven't used it extensively yet. Can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this site because it lets you sort spells by class and spell level, and even further down and things like that. It makes it really easy to sort through, like when you're learning new spells and different things and choosing which ones.
Alright.
What's the difference between hit points and hit dice?
Hit dice are... You spend them to recover health whenever you take a short rest. Basically, every time you take a short rest, you can roll up to your hit dice limit until you take your next long rest. And whatever you roll on those hit dice, you regain health points. So if you're level 3 and you have 3 die 8 hit dice, then when you take a short rest, you can roll 1 die 8 in order to gain up to 8 health. And you'll have 2 hit dice left to use during short rests until your next long rest.
So as a level 1 ranger, I'd have 1 d10 hit dice?
Yes, I believe. By the way, do we have any healers? I think one of you was a paladin, right?
I'm a
Yeah.
cleric.
Okay, good. I'm just hesitant to have any group without some form of healer.
Yeah, I'm rolling full healing cleric.
I've got lay on hands, but it's not really that good.
Yeah, it got toned down a bit. Alright, while he's making his character, I'm going to type up the intro real quick before reading it aloud. Mostly because I only really have the dungeons prepared right now, and only the first couple of that. Oh, that reminds me, I need to add something to the rules. Alright, added into the rule changes.
Aha, okay. Something that buffs me. I like it.
Yeah, it's another thing taken from my main campaign with my main group. There are there are a number of things he's made to make it easier, but that's just because he's made everything else harder.
Ah,
For example,
Yeah.
your experience goes back down to 0 instead of staying as it is when you level up, making it that much harder to level up. And the monsters he throws at us are insanely high level.
sounds fun.
How I'm not dead is beyond me, but that's probably just because I've accidentally killed a few others. Because the trinkets he gave us each do something. The, like a dead frog you can get turned out to be a magical toad named Merlin who can summon meteors. I got a demonic music sheet that does random magic. But I can't control said random magic. So I ended up blowing up a party member during a big boss fight, but also blew up the boss, so that was good.
Yeah, there's a good thing with every bad thing.
Granted, the majority of the deaths in that fight were not my fault, just that I helped a few along and instigated one.
Hey, if you didn't kill him, it's not your problem.
Now said bard is suicidally depressed. So...
Okay, yeah. Unless your character has a great feeling of responsibility, then. And it is totally your fault.
Now he's in a homebrew college of mourning, which basically has some control over the undead. I could actually compare it to Shadow of Mordor now that I think about it, using the power of the enemy to fight the enemy.
Alright, I should be good.
Whatever your walk of life was, you ended up here, in the Dragon's Mead Tavern in Kokorok Village. A quaint village hidden away and surrounded by mountains near a large forest. The town, at least within itself, holds a number of legends, that of those who fought and killed dragons. The original owner of the tavern mounted a black dragon's foul head above the bar. Nowadays, though, they've all but faded from existence, mostly extinct due to hunting, and a few becoming unable to breed. Those that remain, if there are any, hide away in secret, plotting, sleeping, or hoarding. Enter you, the players, getting drunk or something. Basically, say what you do and then also type it out. You can say stuff out of character, but whatever you type, you're actually doing. Another wasted natural 20. Such a shame.
Yeah. Jeez, guys, stop rolling. We shouldn't be wasting our luck.
Not until you get a lucky feat, at least. Then again, one of you's a halfling.
What are the different commands for like italics and such?
What do you mean? You mean down at the bottom where it says as?
Right, like in the chat box. Like, how do you change between like italics or whatever?
Slash me. At the bottom is basically just you posting as another character.
Right.
Which I'll only really take advantage of if I have to use an NPC. I should probably start reading these. The tavern itself only has a few people in it. The barkeep, a man in a hood, and a few town drunks laughing as they tell the most inane of jokes. The barkeep is currently cleaning an empty glass, yawning as the sun hangs above outside, the time being midday. Feel free to read your own stuff out, by the way.
So yeah, Gravar sits at the bar, just watching the drunks to make sure nothing gets out of hand.
Taco slips into the bar room, glancing around at the slight gathering of people present before making his way to an empty table near the bar top, listening to the conversation at hand.
Was that thing, young man? Was it Black Dragon, a backstabbing creature who attempted to rule this land for a time, until my ancestor sliced the fiend's head off? Cough, cough. Now then, what'll ye be having a drink?
Do you want us to post everything our characters do in the chat box, or can we just say it?
I prefer you post it just so that we can actually keep track of what everyone does properly. Whether or not you actually say what you're doing out loud in tandem is up to you, but it's good for the sake of streaming and recording. I'll also probably be adding some music in the future. Let's see, is there anything I can use? This works.
I approach the barkeep, step up on top of a stool so as to make eye contact. What news is there to come way of this town?
Probably not. They've long been dead. As for news, well... He scratches his head. A few fine folks have gone missing as of late.
Cravat turns to to face the barkeep. Missing, you say? He asks.
Any effort been made to recover them?
Missing, I say. Spirited away. In addition, there's been sightings of kobolds deeper into the woods. Haven't seen hide nor hair of monsters around these parts in nearly a century. Probably them what did it. As for a search party, a few attempts have been made, but none successful. Also, this kills my throat. Kobolds? Where? I'm not sure if any of you watch Random Encounters.
No, I've never seen it.
They do a bunch of video game based musicals. Just go and watch the Resident Enos series.
What's the story with the shady fellow in the cloak?
In the forest, I presume. Deeper in, farther than we like to travel. As for that fellow, he came into town a few weeks ago. Don't know who he is, just say secretive and has coin to spare.
How does the first sighting of unnatural monsters in centuries not rile the town up? Especially one with a dragon's head mounted on the tavern wall.
Hey, you there, the one freaking about the kobolds. You got beef with them?
Insert Scott Pilgrim joke here. Because, my lad, we've not been trained to fight monsters ever since they disappeared. Only a few have the strength to fight in earnest. The rest of us are mere farmers. Or business owners. We're riled, but have nothing else to do but rattle our pitchforks. 5 silver for a glass. This would be hilarious if this was my Strahd campaign. Everyone's horribly racist in that setting.
I'll have a glass as well. Okay.
Also, keep track of your own money for your own sake. Because this is not stuff I'm going to remember to do myself.
I deducted 5 silver points.
Alright, both of you make constitution checks until you don't pass 10.
Okay.
Basically, the way I do inebriation is you have a tolerance to each type of booze. Each booze has a different difficulty check. You can basically drink until you fail it. And when you fail it, that is the amount of that type of booze you can drink. Meaning, theoretically, you can get drunk off your first bottle of wine, but can drink all the Dragonfire ale you want.
So roll a con check until we roll under 10.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that was close.
First off with 24. Oh,
Okay, you rolled a 9.
Yeah, that's 6 for me.
that 24 is 10 for me, so...
Okay, so you keep rolling.
So 1, that is 2, 3.
You can drink. You can drink 4. Well, 3 without getting drunk, 4 without getting really drunk.
I stop at 3.
Alright, let me just make a note on your character sheets.
So I can drink 3 glasses of what?
Light ale.
Okay.
Would you consider alcohol poison?
Yes. That's odd. Jordan, what character are you on here again?
Horace Bronzebeard.
Alright, it'd actually help if you posted as your characters whenever you post that, so change the post as thing.
Oh, I see now. Yes. That makes a lot more sense.
$5 silver for a mug of orc.
So, dwarf, what is your name?
Taco pushes to stand and move towards the bar top. He leans on it as he approaches. Glancing down at the odd assortment of other fellows, he frowns slightly. Looking back to the barkeep, he says, "So you're looking for some help? I'm sure I could find the lost easily. I've lived in the wilds my entire life."
Or is Bronzebeard from the mountain yours?
You seem a bit short on help. It's going to take more than a halfling to rescue some people from monsters.
Kvark Archer.
I'm a half-elf.
Oh, whoops, I thought you were a halfling. I know someone's a halfling. I figured that was why you were getting on the bar stool.
Oh, my bad. That was me getting on the bar stool.
Oh.
The dwarf.
Sorry, I knew one of you was a halfling. So
Yeah,
I figured,
it'll be
sorry.
better now that I'm posting
That's
as
my
myself.
fault.
No worries.
Eventually
Well,
I'll
I'm
get
glad
used to who's who, so that's my fault.
No worries.
I'll gladly do what I can to help as well.
Either way, you can still refer to a dwarf as a halfling. Mwahaha.
Fair enough.
I'll also do this without an intermittent encounter session, just for the sake of not having to design more stuff. But there will be encounters in between travels in the future, just so you're aware. Just so you don't get drunk and then run into the wilderness in the future. That will end poorly.
The best part.
Kvark won't be doing that. He's a responsible drinker.
If you ever do that, it'll end up like in Skyrim.
That doesn't sound good.
What, you don't want to end up married to a hag raven?
No thank you.
I hunt nothing, just searching for the missing.
I'll join the search. Got nothing else to do anyways.
Short, I'll have you know I'm a near foot taller than my siblings.
Paco sizes up the new search party as each offers their assistance. Well, this should be interesting then. I can't say I've seen a more diverse group of rescuers before.
Ignoring the half-orc. Should you find the lost ones, or at least clear out these kobolds, I'd be happy to give you a few nights' stay for free. Some of the villagers would also give you some of their goods in return for loved ones' safety. Or if you want, there's a small abandoned inn near the edge of town that my grandmother left me. I could probably rent it out to you lot. You'd have to fix it up, though.
Anyone we can speak with about those missing? Perhaps family or some of the previous search party?
The majority of villagers are out tilling fields, homemakers and children aside. There's a list at the town hall of those missing, along with a rough description. All the search party will be able to tell you is that's more than a few miles out before you run into the area in which the kobolds were sighted.
I hop off my bar stool, down my drink, and head towards the door. Come now, you lot. There are folks in need of aid. Now we down before more trouble finds them.
Taco stands, nodding to the dwarf. He follows him towards the door, patting himself down quickly to make sure he left nothing behind. That's the attitude, orc. He chuckles.
I get off the stool and follow Horace. It's been a while since something interesting happened.
Hey guys,
Yo.
Hello.
are you guys doing a practice run?
Yep. We're doing
Okay,
the
cool.
introductory run if you want to join. You can join them as they leave the village or as they leave the tavern.
Okay, cool. Can you just give me a second? I just need to flesh out my stuff on my character.
Sure thing. You should
Okay.
also follow the Roll20 link and put your character into Roll20.
Sorry, say again?
You should, excuse me, probably go to Roll20 and put your character in there. I put the link
Okay,
into
cool.
the general text chat.
Okay. But don't stop on my account. Go on so long and then I'll jump in when I'm ready.
Alright.
Horace Bronzebeard looks around for sign of a town hall. I don't know why that changed to last. For the descriptions of those missing. There's a Freudian slip, I guess.
The town lass, you say? Oops.
And random athletics check. You fail. You trip while leaving the bar and land on your face.
I think you'll find some lasses in a different place, Horace.
Take 3 damage. Occasionally deal random happenstance damage for 1d4. Don't worry, you'll be healed before you leave the village.
Should we just assume that we know where the town hall is? Like, would we have
Yeah,
seen it
it's
probably
basically a
walking
big
through?
town hall building near the back of the town against a mountain.
I figured as much.
The happenstance damage is also a warning not to start punching each other or slamming open doors in the middle of a dungeon.
Best part.
The fact that you have the dog from Cowboy Bebop as an avatar is just very slightly distracting.
Yeah, I'd try to change it.
I doubt you recognize my avatar, though.
No, yeah, I didn't take a good look at it.
You can turn them off in the settings.
The
Yeah,
one I have...
I just have now.
Yeah, the one I have for Roll20 was a side character who showed up in X-Holic. It was a Clamp manga.
Kravar helps the half-elf out. So, what is your name?
Sorry for interrupting, guys. Atom, do I need to search for the game on Roll20 first and then add the character afterwards, or?
Join it, and then you need to add the character into it. I put a link into the general, so you don't need to search for it.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Okay, cool. Thanks.
It's alright. Welcome.
No problem.
Just use one of the character sheets that doesn't have a picture yet.
Okay, will do.
At this point, the half-orc aside, it's hard to tell name-wise which ones are randomly generated.
As we approach the town hall, is the list just sitting on the front door, or is it just Planescape?
One moment. Yeah, it's just hanging like one of those wanted posters. Actually sitting next to a wanted poster, but it's already been torn down. Let me,
The wanted
create...
poster?
Yeah, the
Okay,
wanted
go
poster's
ahead.
been torn down, as just having a few bits of it remaining, the words that say wanted. Presumably someone took it. Give me a moment to create the list.
Yeah, sure.
Taco declines the help from the Dragonborn, pulling back from the offered hand. I suppose you could call me Taco, he offered brusquely, brushing the dust off his cloak.
Do you listen to the podcast Adventure Zone?
Unfortunately, no. The only podcasts I really listen to at this point are the No Sleep podcast and the Drabblecast.
It's a really funny D&D adventure, and one of the characters' name is Taco. And his life quest is to discover all the ingredients to create the world's first taco.
Ah,
Nice.
well, my name is Kravar. Nice to meet you.
And what shall we call you, Orc? Alston it is. Pleasure to meet you.
Alright, check where it has the characters. You should see a handout.
Johnson. I pet Alston on the arm. Poor small-minded friend.
I don't think that one's a gnome, friend. He's got far too a dour look on his face for that.
Oh, this is going to be fun if we ever get into the Strahd campaign. For reasons I mentioned earlier, which you probably didn't pay attention to. Of course, we've got a long way to go before we get there.
I'm assuming we've reached the town hall by now.
Yep.
John C. That name seems oddly familiar.
Taco glances at the list as it's passed around, frowning at the lack of information. Well, we might as well head north to the Kobalds then. It seems they don't have much else to go on.
Everyone have what they need. No telling when we'll return.
I have everything on me. I am ready to go out.
I always do. Let's get a move on. We can be back before dark.
A few miles on foot,
We can do it.
back and forth,
Yep,
including going through a dungeon
I believe in us.
when it's midday.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that. Don't underestimate a task like that.
I'm tempted to make you take like 2 days to get out there just because, but no.
ye of little faith.
There was actually a DM I had who rolled to see how far the place away was, instead of, like, trying to figure it out. I told the group I'd be right back. Made me take 5 days. Made the group do something completely separate while my character was just walking for 5 days.
I'll go grab a few days extra provisions just in case.
Well, you have a few days of provisions, so... I forgot to add that as a rule. One moment.
Your starter kit should have at least 10 days provisions in it.
Yeah, it should. Meat in the trees? Are you sure about that, Austin?
They're called birds.
Well, technically, birds aren't meat but fowl.
Oh, so we get the starting equipment and the recommended starting gold?
Yes, the gold you roll for. I'll have you all roll for trinkets later if I ever decide to include them. I will include them if we ever get to the Strahd campaign, but we have a lot of going. Also, the foul part is less of an excuse than Catholic people eating fish on a Sunday. I'll have you roll for gold later, not right now, since you're not actually buying anything.
Yeah, I think you said we get both the background items and the rolled gold.
Yeah. You get the background items in gold, you get your class items, and you get your class gold. Normally you choose either or, meaning either you get your class items, or you get your class gold, which you then buy items with, and then you get your background stuff in addition to that. In this case, you get all three.
Shall we head north then? I'm glad we have a ranger for tracking purposes.
Taco glances up to the sky to get a bearing and nods. Away we go then. He smirks and begins to walk for the north. And yes, I'm a ranger and an outlander, so I can, like, provide food for days.
Beautiful.
I'll give Test a minute to check.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If not, then I'll have him show up later in the dungeon.
Just tied up down there.
No, it's just that the dungeon has a prison in it, so it would work.
Boilers.
A prison, perhaps, where people are being held?
Person, where a person is being held currently. I will give him 1 minute.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick.
I will give him until he returns with the snack.
Just.
Do you even know what snozberries are? Do you?
I know that they taste like schnozberries.
You don't even have... Well, technically you do have snozberries, but I'm not going to say how. You could have good berries.
I'm back.
Welcome back. And test hasn't posted, so moving on.
What's wrong with being hungry for dicks?
You do realize we have a child in here, right?
Not if you're that way inclined.
Well, I'm trying to keep this child appropriate for work, but I will make
now that's just a
I want to
child,
make
right?
money off this. Yes.
So we're all fine. He's not here.
For now. Plus, I'm putting this on YouTube. And it's streaming live right now. Then again, Cards Against Humanity is there, so we'll see.
Whatever, it's not like they're gonna blast it out for the entire office or something.
Walking through the forest for a few hours, you eventually come across a small, abandoned encampment, which shows signs of a struggle. Shredded cloth and blood are spattered on a log, and the remains of a campfire rest in the center. A number of tracks are scattered about.
I'm going to roll a survival check. 19. I'm just imagining Horace just standing there, just with his hands in the air. I don't know what to do.
Also, I didn't tell you to make survival checks, but okay, this works. Let's see, what to do to horrors.
There was a fire here.
I didn't notice that yet.
And takes
alas.
1 damage.
Taku shakes his head at the dwarf as he falls into the campfire, moves around the camp looking for anything left behind by the people who had created the camp originally.
Nothing else was really left aside from the log and campfire. There are signs of a few bedrolls having been there, but they've been taken.
Well, I think we have our kidnappers then. Hopefully they're still in one piece.
The kidnappers or the hostages?
Well, it wouldn't be any fun if the kobolds didn't put up a fight, now would it?
Right, you are.
Shall we continue on then?
We should.
Is the path easily followable, or...
For the most part, you already made a high enough survival check, so I won't make you make another. I was going to have you make a check to follow the trail instead of getting lost for a few more hours, but you already made it to search the camp, so we'll just go with that.
Alright.
It'd be pretty funny if tripping became a common problem in this party.
It probably will be, it probably will be. You continue to follow the trail, wiping yourselves of the soot. Eventually, another few miles up, as the sun begins to set, you come across what appears to be a... I just realized that's basically redundant. What appears to be an abandoned outpost building the track's leading in. To be fair, everything I type is kind of lagging, so...
Oh, music change. Means something's going to happen.
Taco follows the dwarf, a bit more wary after the signs of the conflict. As he lets somebody else lead on, he watches the nearby forests for anything suspicious. As they approach the building, he mutters, "Shall we charge in, or go silently?"
Oh, I'm never one to walk blindly anywhere.
Gravar scratches his head. Well, I am not the most silent person, but I guess I can try.
I can go look around. Just let me leave a few things here. How big is this abandoned building?
At least 2 stories. It's built into the side of what appears to be a cave.
Whoops. That was unintentional.
Taka pulls his backpack from his back, setting it down next to a tree. Well, let's hope so. Hope grins and begins to make his way slowly towards the building, using the shadows where he could. Stealth check.
No. It's already seen you. It's just
Okay.
waiting.
Is it are his eyes in the door or is it through a window? Or...
There is a half-open door. It appears to be further back. Not actually near the door. But it's clear that it can see y'all.
Do we already have our weapons and stuff?
Well, you're not a rolling initiative yet, so if you want to draw them, that would be the time to do so.
Okay.
Can I just say, Taco pulled his weapon out when he set his backpack down?
Kuvar readies his flail and shield. I think we almost all have shields.
Why the heck does a druid have a shield? Alright then, I presume you all head in.
Um.
Also, just as a test, can you see like a little square in the bottom right corner?
Yeah.
Alright, that's just testing to see if the reveal areas thing is working properly.
Who wishes to be first to go in then?
So much tension. This is going to be a letdown.
I always gotta set up tension.
I will go. Stay behind me.
I'll follow behind and
Having your ranger walk first is how you get a dead ranger.
Yeah. Support
Yeah.
needs to stay in the back a bit.
Grovar walks up to the entrance, his shield in front of him.
Alright, one moment, I'm just setting up your tokens.
Well, go on in. Don't just stand there.
Wait, I have a feeling we're not ready yet. Yeah, it's just... Gotta find an RP reason to cover the DM.
Okay then, so you're all heading in?
Yep, okay.
Yeah, I'm following in behind Gravar.
Alright, just sort yourselves out at the bottom there. You can click and drag your own character. Also use the red bubble as your health, and the green bubble as your AC. Just,
I still take in that damage from before.
you have 1 damage.
Okay, so
Yeah, like that. Health in the red, AC in the green. After you're done setting that up, roll for initiative.
Oh, that nat 20 -1.
Unfortunately, natural 20s mean almost nothing in initiative.
Yeah. Especially when
Granted,
you
you're
have the wrong
probably going first,
dexterity.
but still.
I take it it's a kobold from what we can see.
Yeah. A single kobold rests inside the entry hall of the building, a long hallway residing behind it. A single door to both sides. It sneers before raising its blade, ready to attack.
that's the wrong. Jeez, these macros are hard to use.
If you pull up the character sheet editor, you can just click on the thing.
Yeah, I tried that, but it doesn't work for some reason for initiative.
How'd
You
you
gotta
have
click the
+8?
word.
Yeah, it's a macro I set up, but it's not correct.
If you click the word initiative, it should work.
Already tried it. Doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah.
Just roll 1d20, then add your dex mod then.
Okay. Okay, my initiative is 14.
That's probably going to be a dead little kobold. Little bugger doesn't even get to go first.
Rest in peace, Kobold.
Do I need to type out what I do?
Yeah.
How do you deal with projectile retrieval?
Let's see. It's not really something I've thought about. It
I
determines
think there's rules there.
it depends on the weapon. Or the bolt in question, the missile in question. For
Like,
example,
I shoot
if it's
fire.
an arrow, then you should be able to retrieve the 6 of them from a low armor enemy, and you'll be able to retrieve like none of them on a heavily armored enemy. If it's silvered or if it's like a rock or something, you should be able to retrieve it irregardless, just because it's not actually damaged.
Did I hit with a 25?
Yep, yeah, hit the Kobold.
It's good damage.
The kobold shrieks in terror as the fat hammer smashes its head, sending up a light spray of blood. It wobbles, but is not yet dead. The dart sinks into the kobold's forehead. More blood trickles down into its now gaping mouth as it falls to the ground, twitching, then goes still.
Are we out of initiative or not yet?
Yeah, you're out of initiative. Nope, that was it. Like I said, this
Okay.
would probably be a bit of a letdown because there's only like one enemy in this room. The door next to Bronzebeard is indeed locked.
So guess I'll move up then.
Oh wait, no, wait, which one is... Oops, sorry, I got your... No. Yeah, the one next to you is locked. When I see Bronzebeard, I think of the Dragonborn.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they have, like, scales for hair, so meh.
Yeah.
I love a good scaly beard.
I can move to the other door, check, see if it was open.
The door on that side of the room is unlocked.
I'll open it.
You can see another hallway leading into what appears to be a barrack or bedroom.
Wait, so it's a hallway down to what I can see a room is in there?
Yes. What you see is what you can currently see.
Okay, I was just making sure that's what it was.
Kovar carefully walks down the hallway.
You're walking on a wall right now, just so you know.
Oh, that's a wall?
Yep, sorry, I tried to make things more detailed, but... Again, I made this in, like, RPG Maker, so there's only so much I can do.
So where do I place my character then?
The, like a stone tiling you see is the floor.
Ah, okay.
Everything else is wall, or door. This is the trouble I mentioned earlier in that I didn't give y'all really enough space in this scenario. Technically it works, but eh. Just...
Yeah, that was one thing I learned making a map on Roll20 as well. It's because you make tight halls, and it's all single file down it.
Yeah, I'll probably make, like, wider halls in the future.
Yeah, it's not terrible since you can walk through your allies, I guess. But
Anyways, roll perception.
Just the guy in front or all of us?
Just the character in front.
Okay. Perception. A 9.
You hear nothing.
Okay, so I continue to walk then.
can I roll as well since I'm behind him?
No, just him. And you get stabbed by a kobold.
Okay.
It got a natural 20. Unfortunately for you. Not something
Yeah.
you'd expect from a kobold. And you take 6 damage.
6 damage, wow. Okay. Oh. Did a charisma check for no reason. Right, so that's...
Roll initiative.
Twice in a row.
Why do you roll for charisma?
Yeah, that was just an accident.
See if they like him.
Clearly. Just like, please don't stab me, I'm pretty.
Again, my initiative roll doesn't work.
You can add plus to the end.
Yeah,
The
okay.
extra number.
Initiative is 16.
Alright, it's Alston's turn. The first kobold already went.
There's like no way for me to shoot in this room.
Oh. Also, you can walk on the beds, but not the bookcase.
Okay. Dragonfire turns to the kobold and tries to whack him with his flail. It's the 13. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look, another natural 20. Sad it went wasted.
Wait. Okay, plus...
It's part of the reason why I didn't want y'all programming stuff. Roll-20 is really finicky sometimes.
4 damage. Wow.
Alright. The kobold takes his blade out of the dragonborn's side, attempting to parry the blow, resulting only in a deadly slice to his off arm. Anything else?
No. Not on my turn.
Alright, next. Alston. Hello? You can move past him, so long as you don't end your turn on him. Yeah, you can't hit him with a ranged weapon from there. Have to move first. Again, you can move past them. Just so long as you don't end your turn as so long as you don't end your movement on their tile.
I think he already walked his max movement speed.
Did he? I presumed you were all in the hall.
He started from here.
So, alright then. Moving on then. Krevar.
I already had my turn.
What do you... Oh, yeah. Looked at the wrong one. I need to start writing these lists down instead of posting them in Roll20.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, Horus.
I can attack Catty Corner, right?
Yeah. So long as you're not trying to make a, attack of opportunity, you can. Unless you have a ranged weapon. Or not ranged, reach weapon. Though he failed his initial parry, the Kobold manages to dodge away from the hammer, holding his bleeding arm. Right then, Taco.
Taco will move into the room. Careful to avoid the blade of the kobold. I'm gonna use a disengage action so I don't provoke attack of opportunity.
Okay. I'm not sure you can use disengage unless you're actually right next to the enemy, but eh. Granted,
Isn't
you
it
can
just-
you can basically use them as shields in this case, but okay.
That disengage was just one of the actions.
Alright. Alright then, next. Alright then. Kravar's turn. Since
Okay.
T went before Alston, so whoops.
Okay, so you're saying not to kill the damaged kobold, right?
Oh no, I was just saying that the one on the bed, he said was bloodied and bandaged, so we may be able to subdue him and maybe get some answers about what's going on. It was just an idea.
Well, in that case, I don't do anything. I just stand there.
Need to find some better music for our next session. I'm just using the stuff that gives right now. It hits.
Nice.
And suddenly, Quater staffs.
The most
Quater.
dangerous kind of staff. A quater staff.
Oh god.
I'd like to point out that Quater is an actual word. And he will get one.
So which kobold died?
The one who was stabbing you.
So it's also like a quarter staff.
Basically. Basically. It's not strictly the definition of Quater, but I feel it's appropriate. Either that or it would be 4 times as long as a quarterstaff, and that just wouldn't do.
Oh god, sorry. Trying to keep it together here.
Tasha's hideous laughter hasn't even been used yet. The bloodied kobold remains, as well as y'all.
Whose turn is it?
Krevar.
Yeah, just, can I do an intimidate check on him?
Yep.
Okay. Intimidation. A natural 1.
And you failed. Lovely. Fortunately for you, you in particular have advantage.
Aha! So it's a 17 then. Okay, so what now?
Ask me a question.
Whoops.
You! What do you know about... Uh,
The kobold quivers in fear. I won't tell you nothing. He curls up against the bed, dropping his weapon. From here, you have him intimidated. It's just that you have to actually RP the intimidation as opposed to just rolling for it.
what do you know about the hostages? Tell me now!
What hostages? We have none. Oh no, not a menacing look. Eep.
No, Alston, we need information.
All we were told to do was guard this floor. I've no clue about the going-ons besides...
Who told you to do so?
The other kobolds, the smarter ones, they're in charge.
Can you tell me where they are? Where they are?
Probably deeper into the building, or else they left. I don't know. It's not so much the fact that he's a coward, so much as he literally only has one hit point.
Nice. Taco will move to Slain Kobold in the corner, looking down to check over its body for anything.
Yeah, rolled for his health. He had literally only one hit point.
Wow.
So he gets incapacitated by a stiff wind.
1 gold piece. You get 1 gold piece.
Woo!
Oh, I think I know why I was so confused about the dungeon. For some reason, the entire dungeon has moved a tile to the right and a tile to the top for me for some reason. Like, for example, the kobold that's in the corner right now, it's actually in the wall.
That's odd.
So you're saying there's a kobold right here?
Yes, there is.
Try refreshing.
Okay.
You can stop at the ruler.
Can you roll perception? Sorry.
Yes, you, Taco. The people bothering to check the and you succeed.
It's fixed now.
Just tie him up and leave him in here. There's got to be more of them in here somewhere.
If you just tie him up, he's going to die anyways.
Well, then it's not our fault.
You can mercy kill him.
Now.
You're guilty through inaction. Horace, roll investigation. You find nothing unusual. What do you mean storms off? He's right next to you, basically. Just like storms off in 5 feet.
So yeah, I'll also roll an investigation for the bookcase.
Alright.
And it was a 4.
And you also find nothing.
This damn bookcase!
It's full of books! Also some things which don't appear to be books, for some reason. Mostly because I didn't have an actual bookcase in this tile set.
Taco glances back over his shoulder, frowning. They're just books, probably of the former owners. Let's get going.
Maybe he can take it and send it to his pa.
You never know. Bookcases are prime spots for secrets.
In which case, why didn't you go and search the bookcase?
I don't think kobolds are hiding secrets.
Also, considering...
So is the hall ahead just a dead end at the end with the door down there?
yeah, it appears to be so.
Okay.
Hold on. Did I say you can move down the hall? Let's see, you moved through there, so make a dex save. And you
It's a trap.
fail.
Ouch. That's not good.
Alright, give me a moment.
That's why you have the right to go first.
The books are mainly written in a tongue the half-orc doesn't recognize. A magic missile flies from the floor and into the dwarf's leg. Roll perception. You and Kavar. Okay,
A
good.
3.
Well, you see nothing. The guy who just got shot in the leg, fortunately, does. And notices that there is a key symbol on a number of the tiles.
Are they all the same?
Yeah.
Those are absolutely beautiful keys.
Clearly. Alston will not hear it. I presume Horace, who just got shot in the leg, would have. At least he wasn't lung shot.
How much damage did I take?
1. Liar about what? Wait, why are you attacking the kobold? You liar attacks him for no apparent reason. Like, what did I do?
Do we hear this happening from the hallway?
Yes.
Taco just glances back over his shoulder down the hallway and sighs.
Gravar puts his palm on his face and sighs as well. Well, palm.
Boris, what are we waiting for?
So did I step on one of the key symbols? Is that where it came from, or do I know?
Yeah. Like right beneath you. See?
Oh.
This is why you don't go running headfirst down suspicious hallways.
Oh, I didn't look that suspicious.
A player in my Strahd campaign did that and fell into a spiked pit. It was hilarious. He crit failed and got stabbed through the face.
Oh wow.
And then the
Sick.
guy trying to help him got another crit fail and fell in. And then another failed and just fell in without crit failing, fortunately. And then they all had to struggle to get out because nobody had a rope. In order to hop over them, you need to make a athletics check.
Can I just
If
step
you're going to move
diagonally?
if you're going to move diagonally through them without stepping on them, you need to make an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna do.
Okay, so what are my two options again?
Okay.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Great.
Well, you basically hopped over all of them in one leap. You were a flying dwarf.
I don't think I hop over him.
However, on the other hand, manages to fall on one of the activate ones, his hop being not very much up to snuff. Taco, on the
Well,
other
I
hand,
mean-
manages to get through.
Well, I mean, I am carrying like 142 pounds of weight, so
And you take a magic missile to the face and take 3 damage.
jeez,
Getting dick.
I don't think I'm gonna survive this.
Death to kobolds. How shameful.
Yeah.
You didn't even see him get shot in the leg. All you'd have seen is see him jumping over everything.
So, do I notice the keys on the tiles?
You do not. They do because they talked about it and tried to get through it and actually saw it. You kind of just joined in
Well, I was
after.
right there. I'm the... I'm
You-
Taco.
Oh, whoops. Yes. I was talking about Alston, sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to recognize voices, but it'll take a
Right.
while.
Is it the same one that was on the bottom of the parchment?
Yes? The one on the bottom, the half-orc, has no clue and just sees y'all kinda hopping and skimming about.
Be careful, Alston. And I point towards the key symbols on the tiles.
Make a, what is it? Insight check.
Who? Me?
Alston.
Oh.
He fails and has no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Think and poof.
1 damage to his left leg.
Taco sighs again, glances to the dwarf. Let's just get going, he grumbles and motions to the door.
Always fear the mimic door. Or chest. Or house. Or person. Yes, those are actual things.
Isn't a mimic person just a doppelganger?
There are doppelgangers and then there are actual mimic people. And then there are house hunters, which are mimic houses. Houses. And they work in packs.
Okay, so y'all are going through the door. I presume you should wait until the Dragonborn manages to get through the last bit.
Do I have to roll again? Or...
Yeah, you have to roll to get through the last one.
Unless the half-orc here just steps on it.
Okay, here goes. I fail again.
And 3 damage.
I am on 2 health.
Will someone please heal him? Didn't you have a cleric and a paladin? Heal the guy.
He is a paladin.
Then heal
Well-
yourself.
Can I use lay on hands on myself?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're constantly
Okay,
touching
go.
yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
baby.
that's true. So yeah, I heal myself. Back up to 7.
The lay on hands on the heals for 4.
No, it's 5 times the paladin level.
Ah.
I have no healing left though.
Oh, I've got lots of heals. Well, not really lots. I have enough.
I don't know what... You don't need to jump. All the traps on the right side have been activated. Fortunately, the one on the left side has also been activated that you just try to jump on. Alright, moving on. I presume you all start heading through the door?
Right.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I hear anything?
Yes, although it's a bit late to say that, but okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow you this opportunity so that you may learn in the future.
You hear the sounds of mastication.
A few Google dictionary searches later. A number of kobolds, one with wings, sit eating and drinking at a table in what appears to be a small banquet hall. A single red bottle sits on two of the tables. The kobolds turn, eyes widening as they draw their blades. Roll for initiative.
Fine. Yeah, I'm probably going last.
Also, you need to move your characters into the room in the order. As in, position yourselves in the first 9 tiles of the room.
Nice.
Whoops, I thought I included you. One moment. You go after Horace and before the kobold. The dagger sinks into his beard, dealing 5 damage. Alright, Horace's turn. The Kobold screeches as a hammer breaks its left leg, leaving it dependent on its wings. The other Kobold is meanwhile brained dead by the dart. Once again, the dart kills another Kobold in a single strike. Taco's turn.
Taco draws his bow, aiming for the kobold on the far side of the room, letting loose a shot.
Hit. Roll for damage. Gravar's turn.
Gravar swings his flail and tries to hit the kobold next to Taco.
It hits.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Halston, how did you get the damage roll to show up?
You click on the name of the weapon in the attack box. So
I
for
did.
example-
It just shows up the longbow thing.
Really?
Yeah. Do you click on the damage part?
No, you click
Oops.
on in the chat. Click on the name of your longbow in the chat. That shows the damage.
Oh!
Yeah, I just found it out as well.
That makes it easier.
Alright, Gravar's turn. Gravar's turn.
I already did my turn.
When?
Just now.
Just
Oh,
kill
there we go.
the-
Sorry. It's like 3 o'clock for me.
No problem. You
Alright.
already said he's dead though.
For reference, the winged kobold is currently flying above the dragonborn.
Okay.
Alright, Hora's turn.
So it's above the Dragonborn.
Yeah, I'll move it to the left. It's above the dragonborn by about 5 feet. I'm just pulling it to the left to show that's there. Roll20 doesn't really have anything for height.
Oh, there's not a way to do damage with this spells, is there?
What's your DC?
14.
Alright, it fails. Roll for damage.
Do you want to add my spell attack bonus to it or no?
It's radiant damage, so I don't... Oh wait, no, your spell mod... No, you don't add to this.
Okay.
You only add to ones that specify you add it to it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, Alston's turn. I presume Tamael is test spot. Also, you miss.
Wow, those must be pretty sharp darts.
Well, they've single-shotted like 3 kobolds at this point.
True. Well, I mean, one of them was on 1 health.
No, he just flat-out killed that one. That one didn't count.
Oh, okay.
You should be saying, then again, they're kobolds and have minuscule amounts of health.
I'm not really familiar with enemies in D&D, so I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, anything else, Elston? Wanna check another dart? Well, you didn't move, all you did was throw a dart. You got 2 actions. If you're not moving, then you can use another attack action.
He's already on the ground, though.
He's kind of just spasming on the ground. Maybe that's why your first dart missed. You thought he was still in the air. He's a bit slow, isn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Making fun of your character, not you, mate, just for reference.
Wait, where's the flying one?
Right now, it's next to the door.
Okay. Underneath the dragonborn?
No, beside him. How do we get underneath the dragon form?
Well, like, I mean, under his tile.
No. It's to the left now.
Oh, he's to the left of the tile for me.
And you end up stabbing the dragonborn. Roll for damage.
Wow.
Good job,
Okay.
good job.
Well, back to 2 health. Okay, great.
Alright. Oh yeah, I have one more kobold.
How long are we going for tonight?
We can either end with this floor or move on to the second one, if y'all want.
I prefer sooner rather than later. One of my friends is bugging me right now.
In which case, we'll just finish this fight. Taco's turn.
Good thing I chose to have an amazing armor class.
And attack of opportunity from the Kobold. Three damage. And your movement stopped. Alright, you still have one action left if you just want to, like, stab him or shoot past the Dragonborn.
My other range is just disadvantage, right?
Uh-huh, since he's so close. I mean, you could stab the Kobold with an arrow as an improvised weapon, but... "12 hits. And you basically blew up his head.
Brutal.
You can move through allies, but not through enemies. Now the winged kobold's still alive, if just barely.
Well, it's my turn, so
Yep.
time to finish him off.
Unless, you know, you crit fail, in which case you finish yourself off.
Yeah, that would, no.
Oh, lucky you hit him. I was secretly hoping it would fail so they could have you trip and hit yourself in the face with a flail. But he's dead.
Whew, that was close. Yeah. I was genuinely thinking I'd lose my character there.
No, you want to lose your character.
You'd have to make death saving throws and whatnot.
Oh yeah, right.
Plus, they could just haul you back to town and pay to get you healed. So,
No, I spare the dying, so I can just
and that.
keep you there.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that part. Well, just used to video games where you die instantly when you reach 0 HP.
This isn't Dark Souls, fortunately. Yet.
I just really don't like the way you ominously say yet.
Well, I have described numerous times the horrors that are in my Strahd campaign.
Well, this is not your Strahd campaign, though.
Yet. Assuming we get there. After the main campaign and y'all want to continue. Imagine, if you will, if when the Kobold stabbed you in the midsection, you got a festering wound or lost an arm.
Oh. Sounds, nice.
Excessive damage would be, twice your, maximum hit point in a single attack when you're at 0 hit points. There are no negative hit
They'd
points.
have to hit,
So it would take quite a
they'd
big
have
hit
to
to
hit me
instantly
for
kill you.
20 damage.
Yeah, basically. The kobolds on the ground collectively have 10 gold pieces on them, and the 2 red potions sitting on the tables are potions of healing.
Can I just drink one right now?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, I will.
Let's see, where is Xanda? One moment. Whoops. A Pithler of Love? What? Here we go, 2d4 plus 2. You regain 6 HP.
Good. Back up to 8.
Alright, I would suggest y'all take a short rest and then roll your hit die before we end the session.
Okay.
I'd like to heal myself first. And cast Curse.
Alright,
myself.
oh wait, no, sorry, I was rolling that after the fact. Bleh. Ignore the roll,
My bad.
but yeah.
Da-da-da.
Alright, each of you roll your hit die, or at least the ones who were damaged.
Okay, I regained 9.
Lovely.
And I'm back up to 17. Well, 14, I mean. Good.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself before we take the rest?
Yeah, but mind you, it's only long rests that restore spell slots.
Oh, never mind then. I'll just roll them with that.
Wow.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Reroll.
Alright. You get
That's
5
a
hit
little
points
better.
back. Alright, Taco?
I'm not gonna roll,
Why not?
because I'm only missing 4 HP.
It looks
Well,
like
I
a
mean,
third of
4
your
inch-
number. Okay, if you insist. Alright then.
We done for now then?
Yep.
Alright.
You can move your tokens to the top left if you want. Into the space I just made. Alright then, and that concludes our first session and the introductory session of the Dragonfire campaign. Thanks for any viewers I got, and of course my players. Good night.